Hello everyone, I am Amit Khan, currently pursuing LLB from Vivekanand College of Law Legal. Currently I am also legal internet Lexis and company law firm. So my presentation topic is anti-defection law. So defection refers to the tendency of politician to shuttle from one party to another. In essence, defection is disloyalty, abandonment of duty or principle. To defector is disloyal not only to the party on whose ticket he or she has been selected, but also commits a breach of faith with the electorate whose votes were secured on the basis of his or her electoral affiliation and promises. So there may sometimes be genuine reasons as the occasion when consideration of conscience compel a change of conviction and an honorable exit from the political party on whose ticket the candidate was elected. Genuine floor crossings have occurred in all democracies, be it in the UK, Australia, Canada or USA, as also in the Central Legislative Assembly in India in the pre-independence period. Evidently, the lure of filthy liquor, the fatal fascination of power and position are the motivating factors for the decision. The scale of defection in Indian politics has been huge, with thousands of defections have taken place across all political periods and parties. Several politicians have been known to change their party affiliation more than once, and noteworthy few as many as 5 times. There have been attempts to curb the malaise of political defection in our national life. A constitutional amendment bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha on 16th May 1973 as a sequel to the report on defections by a high-level committee under the chairmanship of the Home Minister S.H.Y.B. Chavan. Defection continued, and in face of severe criticism of the same, the constitution was amended and the 10th schedule enacted. It came into force on 1st March 1985. It provides that a member of parliament or state legislature belonging to a political party shall be disqualified if he voluntarily gives up the membership of his party or votes against his party directive or abstains from voting. The Act further provided that if a legislator is so disqualified, he shall lose his seat in the legislature. The provisions of the anti-defection law were not to apply if 1/3 member of the political party leave the party to form another party. There is a merger. Therefore, 2/3 member of a party decide to merge with another political party since deleted from the 10th schedule. The Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Chairman, Deputy Chairman of Parliament or State Legislative Assembly resigns membership of his party to become not partition. The final authority to decide whether a person has incurred the disqualification on grounds of defection or not rests with the chairman or the Speaker of the House, and his decision is final. According to that, the Constitutional First Amendment Act 2003 brought some changes to earlier law. The amendment deletes paragraph 3 following, allowing 1/3 of a legislature party to split without detracting provisions of the existing anti-defection law. If a defector from holding any remunerative political post for the remaining tenure of the legislature unless re-elected. The 10th schedule was initially held as a panacea for the evils of defection. Unfortunately, the remedy has proven to be worse than the disease, and in more ways than once it has encouraged horse trading and the accompanying corrupt practices. It seems odd that an individual defector should be penalized by disqualification while a group of defectors can escape the net under the pretext of the party split. Another loophole lies in the absence of any provision about the position of a member who has been expelled by the party. Another lacuna are that an independent member is disqualified if he joins any political party. After his election, a nominated member, however, is allowed to join a political party within 6 months of his nomination as a member. Ultimately, the success of anti-defection legislation depends not upon amendments to the 10th schedule, but upon the manner and spirit in which all the political parties concerned, including the speakers, discharge their functions and responsibilities. So this is all about anti-defection law. If you have any question related to this topic, please mention in the comment box, and please like this video and share this video and subscribe the Lexis and Company Law Firm channel. And this video is not for any kind of promotion, advertisement, etc. It is only for education purpose. And if you have any feedback related to this video, please comment in the comment box. Thank you and have a nice day.